Hi, I'm Lev, aka Lisco2000, and when it comes to basketball, I'm a fan of all things weird, niche, and random. The last video I posted was actually all about how my favorite player is somebody really weird, niche, and random who not a lot of people would pick, and it also just completely makes sense that that's what I gravitate towards, because I grew up watching the Process Sixers. I've also always been a little bit of a collector. I mean, you can literally see what's going on behind me, so it makes sense that when I got into basketball, I immediately just started collecting weird, niche, and random NBA merch, and that's actually the subject of today's video. I'm going to be taking you guys on a little bit of a tour through some of the NBA merch I have, including the shirt that I'm wearing right now, actually. That was totally purposeful. And people often ask me where I get a lot of this merch, so I'm just going to tell you straight up, most of it is thrifted or vintage or otherwise secondhand or somehow just kind of fell into my possession. If it is something that you can buy somewhere, I'll tell you where to buy it, but most of the stuff literally is just like, I was at a flea market and I saw it, or like I was at the thrift store and it caught my eye. So that's how, if you want to amass a collection of random NBA merch, that's how you do it. And with a lot of this stuff, you could also literally just Google what I'm telling you, and maybe it'll pop up on Depop or on eBay or something like that. But yeah, let's begin. I actually have to choose what the category is. I haven't thought this through. And maybe just because it's something you see in a lot of my content, because I'm always posting mirror selfies, I fear. We're actually going to start with the Dario Šarić card, which is in my phone case, and has been for, since 2021. So that's like 4 years now. I think it's 2019 to 2020, obviously the Suns. This was actually a gift from somebody I was dating at the time, which is crazy. Yeah, have not thought about that guy in years, but this has been in my phone case for ever. Literally every picture of me, I fear, like every mirror selfie, there he is. So quite interesting. But that's item number one, because I literally carry it around with me everywhere I go, which is really interesting and strange to think about. And I know the category is cards, but we're actually first, before I get into my cards, going to talk about this shirt that I'm wearing right now, which this is secondhand. It's from my friend Patrick, who sells vintage clothes here in New York. He sells at a flea market every Sunday, and I went to go say hi to him, and he was packing up, and I saw this, and I was like, dude, I need this in my collection. It was a long sleeve. I cut the sleeves off. Here she is. Yeah, All-Star 2007. That's what I was saying, where it's like, if you want really weird and niche NBA merch in your collection, just go to a flea market or just go to a thrift store and look around and you'll find some pretty interesting stuff. But the topic right now is cards. So we're gonna have to go to the wall for this. There's also a lot of cards on the wall. John Wall on the wall. We got John Wall on the wall. Second card in the category of cards is Lloyd Free, aka World Be Free. The clear is crazy, I'm sorry. I actually got this for like $2, I think, from this card guy I used to buy from all the time when I lived in DC. I don't know, I think this is my oldest card. What's the year on this? 1969. That doesn't make any sense. Well, it says his rookie year was 1975-76, so I think this is his rookie card. I don't know why I never noticed that before. I just got this because it was cool for my wall, but this is a World Be Free rookie card. Oh, and on the back we got like a how to play basketball section. We got his college stats. I think this is a rookie card. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Or maybe after his rookie year. It's after his rookie year. I don't know if that's when your rookie card comes out. Pretty interesting. After an outstanding rookie campaign with the 76ers in 1975-76, Lloyd was rewarded by being named to the NBA All-Rookie Second Team All-Stars last season. Lloyd attended Canarsie High School in Brooklyn and led the team to the New York City title. At Guilford, he led the school to the NAIA title as a freshman and was only rookie to be named MVP. And there's a grammatical error in here. This is awesome. I love this thing. This is going back on the wall real quick, which everything else actually is also on the wall. So things are gonna have to come off the wall, which is great. What's this? We got Tyrone Hill Block Party up here. This one's actually gonna be kind of hard to take off, I think. I actually just bought this one because it's pretty. This is 1995. So for a while in the 90s, I think they were doing these, maybe it was just 1 year, I don't know. It was these pink and purple Block Party cards, which I find so pretty. Like everything that's pretty, I'm like, yeah, I want it. Like that World Be Free card. So pretty. I love it. This is Tyrone Hill, who is a player I honestly don't really know much about, but the description says, this guy used to make a living off of rebounding alone. Hill has developed into a well-rounded player and still holds his place as one of the most dominating rebounders in the NBA. Hill has become one of Cleveland's most important players. 1995, 17 of 25. Wait, does that mean there were only 25 of these made? I don't think so. I got this for $2 again, or $5. Something, it was always like a stupid ass price. Like, anyway, don't rob me. If this is, don't rob me. Please don't rob me. This is actually like worth something. What else we got on the wall? We got Vince Carter on the wall. This is a 2021 to 22 card, but it's Vince Carter on the Raptors. I love Vince Carter. You're going to be seeing more of him pretty soon. I love the descriptions on these. I should like get a job writing for them. Carter often left his feet and then decided what to do. Real. So there's Vince Carter. This used to be like above my bed. My cat would try to take it down all the time, but now it's over here. I'm not gonna take this one off. We got Jeremy Grant right here. Most of the cards that I have came from this guy in DC that I used to buy cards from when I lived there. He was awesome. Don't know what happened to him, actually. He used to sell at a flea market that I went to all the time, but he suddenly stopped showing up, and I've Googled him. I don't know what happened to him. Very cool dude. So if you ever go to the Georgetown flea market and you see a stand with like all these random sports jerseys and just boxes and boxes of cards, tell him I said hi, buy something. He was one of my buddies. I miss him. He actually was looking for another Dario Šarić card for me because I wanted one that wasn't as like outdated as that 2019 Suns one. And also, I actually don't really have a lot of Dario merch, which you're probably expecting that there is going to be a whole Dario section of this video. Will not confirm or deny. We got Jerry Stackhouse on the wall. I'm going to take him off, actually. This is from, what year is this? 1997. My cat Tango is actually named after Jerry Stackhouse. It's his middle name. His name was Tango Stackhouse Orangeworth. And I named him after Jerry Stackhouse because I used to have a cat named Iverson, and I wanted to get Iverson a sibling and name them after another like 90s Sixers player. So I chose Jerry Stackhouse because I think he has a fun last name. And this is his Sixers Jerry Stackhouse card. I don't think I actually have an Allen Iverson card up here, or really at all. What we got next? What we got next on the category of cards and the category of the wall? We got Chris Paul on the wall. We got John Wall on the wall. I think I mentioned John Wall already though. Nothing very special about that card. But up here, oh, yes, these are special. For the next part of the video, we have to be serious for 1 second while discussing these cards. I have a little bit of an obsession with editing the Wikipedia page of basketball players who died during their careers. So for the past couple years, I've just been going on there and adding information about players who have passed away while rostered on a basketball team or basically before they retired. And I've learned some really interesting stuff. So I'm eventually going to be making a series talking about a lot of these players and sharing their stories, because if you know anything about me, you know that I love talking about myth making and grief and afterlife. And I'm not really going to get into that in this video, but it's a super important subject to me, and I'm really excited to be sharing these players' stories. So one of the videos in this series that I'm going to be making is about NBA Jam 93 and how there are two players in that game who died shortly after the game was released. That would be Reggie Lewis and Drazen Petrovic. And I was born in 2002, so I never got to see either of these guys play in real time. Literally did not share a lifespan with them whatsoever. Have basically no connection to either of them. But ever since I started working on this project, they have been following me around. I'm not kidding. I was joking about it with a couple of my friends and saying like, yeah, I'm totally gonna get haunted. The next day, I go to the flea market, literally same place where I cut this awesome shirt. And I walk into the flea market and there's a binder open to an entire page of Drazen Petrovic cards. And I literally just walk over and stare at it, and I get chills, and I literally almost start crying, like right there. I'm literally tearing up talking about it, dude. That's just not the point of this video, but that's where I found these. So obviously after that happened, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a Drazen card. I flipped through what the rest of the guy had. Literally first flip of the box, like, because he had boxes next to it. First thing I picked up, Reggie Lewis. Literally one of the most insane things that has ever happened to me, I think. I'm like not super duper spiritual or anything, but I feel like it would be disrespectful to be like, oh, these players are haunting me or whatever, because they don't know me. I have no connection to them. But I do think that energy remains somewhere in the universe, and you know, it is kind of plausible that something led me there that day. But we have, what is this one? This is a 1992 Drazen Petrovic Nets card. This is the back. I think I chose it because I like what they had to say about him. He's also from the same hometown as my favorite player, Dario Šarić, so of course I picked a card that included something about that. Then we had Reggie Lewis, who in my NBA Jam 93 video, I'm making the point that we need to talk about him more. I feel like people kind of leave him out when they're talking about players who died young. Here's the back of that card. There he is. What was the year on this? The year on this was also 1992. I'm going to read the back to you guys. The NBA's most storied and celebrated franchise always seems to produce or acquire stars that fit into the glorious Celtics tradition. Bob Cousy, Bill Russell, John Havlicek, Dave Cowens, Larry Bird. The list stretches through the entire history of the franchise, with time inevitably wearing down Larry legend, Robert Parrish, and Kevin McHale. That's so rude. The Celtics have done their best to replenish the team's talent. Kevin Gamble, Dee Brown, Rick Fox, Sherman Douglas, they represent the future of the Celtics. And who is their leader? Reggie Lewis. I adore Reggie Lewis. We need to talk about him more. We talk about Drazen more too, honestly, but he gets talked about a lot. Reggie Lewis doesn't. That's the point I'm making in the NBA Jam video, because I'm not going to spoil the whole video, but there's an urban legend that Drazen Petrovic haunts the game. Meanwhile, Reggie Lewis also died that summer, and no mention of him in any of these urban legends. So maybe he was just like a lower profile kind of guy. If you have like modern NBA comps for either of these guys, like I guess popularity wise too, taking that into account, that's something that I would really appreciate for the video that I'm working on, just because I need to be able to compare these guys to modern talent, as in like it would be like if blank player died or whatever, which totally not the most respectful way I could have put that just now, but I do need to like make a comparison somewhere, because in my head I can't think about that era of the NBA because I wasn't there. So if you were there, or if you just have like accurate comps for these guys, please let me know. Please hit me up. Literally, these are my prized possessions. I posted on my Instagram story that I found these, and somebody DM'd me and said they're your guardian angels, and I started crying. So they live right here in my room. Literally see them every day on my wall. They're literally too special to go on the wall, so I just put them on the shelf next to, well, I have Rod Carew up there because a baseball player, but I have Rod Carew up there because there's a Beastie Boys song that goes, and I got mad hits like I was Rod Carew, and I love the Beastie Boys, and I saw that card and I was like, that needs to go on my wall. But we're gonna round off like the card section with something kind of silly, that this is also from my card guy. That's a spoiler for another part of the video. Anyway, but we have this Fred VanVleet card, and if you look really closely, if you could see through all the rainbow happening, can you see who that is on the Fred VanVleet card in the background? Can you see who that is? Dario šarić in the background of a Fred VanVleet card. And this is during the era that I had the card guy looking for Dario cards for me, and I went to his little shop and I saw this and I was like, oh my god, you're coming home with me. You're coming home with me. Just ridiculous. Next up on my list of weird NBA items I own is my prized possession, Jerry West Beanie Baby. This is my prized possession. Here's the back. It's literally Jerry West. I found this at a thrift store in the summer of 2023. I just watched Winning Time and I was like, you're coming home with me. Literally gripped it and I was like, you're coming home with me. I love this guy. He sits in my shelf and he holds the Fred VanVleet card that I just showed you. It's actually not a Beanie Baby. It's from Salvino's B-Ball Bammers, apparently. And there's a little weird drawing of Jerry West on the inside, and a description, which I will read to you out loud. Jerry West number 44, issue date May 1st, 1999. With a jumper pure as rain in the West Virginia hills, Jerry gave LA fans 14 great years of thrills. I loved Winning Time. I think Jerry West in that show is the greatest characterization of any real person that has ever been done. I know he hated it. Okay, rest in peace, Jerry West. Diva down. Honestly, I was so upset when he died. Like, literally, that's Peepaw. That's a diva. We lost a diva that day. He lived, he rocked a kitten heel, and he died. Rest in peace, Jerry West. Diva down. Miss him every day. Miss him like I knew him, honestly. Like, what am I getting into? But anyway, literally my prized possession. Please do not rob me again. This isn't worth anything. I googled it a really long time ago, but yeah, literally found this at a thrift store. It was in a bag with a different Beanie Baby, which was like something stupid that I didn't want. Sorry for that Beanie Baby. I think it's at my parents' house now, but I literally saw this one in the bag and I was like, you're coming home with me. I debated it for like 1 second and I was like, no, it's literally $2. Like, you're coming home with me. And I love this thing, and this is my prized possession. I was gonna say, if you have more of these, give them to me. There are other players. I looked it up. There's a lot of Lakers. I think they have Wilt. I think they have Magic Johnson. They have Kareem. I know they have Kareem. I want the Kareem one because of Winning Time. They don't have a Pat Riley one. Why would they? But anybody who's in Winning Time, I want. So if you see any more of these, send them my way. I want to set up a P.O. box for this reason. No, I don't. That's greedy. But yeah, he lives right here. And I also have my Giannis Funko Pop, which I'm not going to take out because everything would fall. Oh, yeah, see, there we go. I just can't touch anything on the shelf. And he holds my Fred VanVleet card. There he is. So anytime you see this Beanie Baby in the back of a video, that's Jerry West. Rest in peace. But yeah, there's my my Giannis Funko Pop, which lives in there. I don't touch it because it's gonna fall over. Our next category is jerseys. And one of these jerseys, I think I'm the only human being on earth that owns it. And the other one, I think I'm the only human being on earth that owns it besides the player and their parents and close relatives. I don't know, but we're doing jerseys. Number one, we have this ISL Jimmy Butler 2023 finals jersey, which is really funny because they lost those finals. I got this for, I think, like around $40 from the straight up NBA website. I was emo Jimmy Butler for Halloween a few years ago and this year. I just keep redoing it. I love it. It's such an awesome costume. But I wore this as like a little dress. So that's why I have this. I don't really wear it ever in my real life, especially not now because Jimmy Butler is off the heat. Don't know why I would wear that. Next up, I bought this one pretty recently. This is a Vince Carter Raptors jersey, Mitchell and Ness like recreation. It's awesome. I got this thing at the NBA store a couple weeks ago. You can still buy it. I think it was $85. I don't know what the adult one is, but I can fit into a kid's large and XL, so I'm gonna do that every time. Next up we have, I think this is another kid's XL. What is this? Oh, it's a men's XL. So this is a men's XL SGA jersey that I got from this store in New York called Mr. Throwback, where they sell vintage stuff, but they had this, and I was like, how much for the SGA jersey? I would totally wear this in one of my videos. And the guy was like, we don't usually sell stuff like this, but because he's such a good player, we have it, $20. So I was like, bet. There's my little SGA jersey, which I still have never put on my body, but I am gonna wear it in a video at some point. Totally thought it was a kid's XL, but yeah, I'm gonna have to change how I style that. Next up we have just a totally normal Joel Embiid jersey, actually. This is from years and years and years ago, though. This is a Joel Embiid jersey. It's from when, like, right after they switched to Nike then, I think. Because I remember I got this in high school at some point. This is probably my first NBA jersey. No, it's not my first NBA jersey. It was an Andre Iguodala jersey that I no longer have because I was 10 and I didn't save it. But this is my first, like, modern NBA jersey-ish. Not modern, but, like, you get what I'm saying. Since I've been an actual fan. This cute little Joel Embiid jersey. My sister had a Ben Simmons one that I wore all the time too, but she didn't let me take it, and then she probably sold it or donated it at some point. So this one you see me wearing all the time. This is actually like in my rotation as a regular clothing item. This is my Allen Iverson jersey. I thrifted this when I lived in DC. It was $40. The guy gave me a discount because I said I used to have a cat named Iverson and he died, which I didn't mean it to sound like that because I wasn't saying it to try to get a discount or anything. I was just talking to the guy, but then I realized how awful that sounds, and he was like, damn, he was like $20 off. I don't even know if this is like lore accurate or not. I don't know how official this is, but I love it. I wear it frequently as an actual clothing item in the summer. Like, I'll be at the club wearing this. Like, I love Allen Iverson. He's one of my all-time favorite players. Literally named a cat after him. Rather choose my cat Iverson, honestly. But yeah, AI, nice. Well, artificial intelligence isn't nice. Allen Iverson is nice. But here are the jerseys that I'm really excited to show you. The first one, we're actually gonna do the one that I think nobody else on earth has first. This, because it's from DHgate. So basically, okay, the story goes, Dario Šarić signs with the Nuggets over the summer. And I'm like, ugh. But I'm like, okay. They have really cute jerseys. Like, they usually cook up something with that rainbow. Let's see what they give us. The city jersey, the city edition was just fugly. I don't like this year's city edition. I hate the 5280. I think that's so dumb. So I was like, okay, let's go on DHgate and let's order like a vintage throwback, like the blue with the rainbow nuggets. I couldn't do that. I couldn't customize it for some reason. So I was like, okay, next best thing. 2020 city edition Dario Šarić Nuggets jersey from when he was not on the team. And I bought this for a game I was going to, but it came the day after. Literally have never put this on my body. Don't think I'm ever going to. Maybe in a video at some point. I just think it's so ridiculous. I think I got it for $16, like shipping included. They were giving me crazy discounts because I don't really buy stuff off DHgate. This is like my only purchase from them. So unserious. Look at that. Look how it's so unserious. I love it so much. I needed that rainbow. I need to taste the rainbow, honestly, because my whole thing is sunshine and rainbows. So it is really cute. I could totally style this at some point, but it's just that the issue is just that he never wore it. So stupid. So stupid. I love it so much. And then my final jersey in the jersey category is one that I think I'm like the only fan who has this. We got the Dario Šarić official from the NBA store. I live really close to the NBA store in New York. Official NBA store Dario Šarić jersey that they made me on like the jersey press. I literally watched them make it. The thing is, the issue I have with NBA jerseys is that for international players, if you get it like officially or like custom made, they don't put the accent marks on their name, so technically they're spelling it wrong, and I really don't like that. So if I were the NBA store, I would make that happen. I put the accent marks in my like ticket request because they had a Luka one that was like lore accurate. Yeah, they didn't do that. So I actually think the DHgate one is a little bit better made, which is crazy because it's not real. But I wore this to a game. I met Dario wearing this jersey. I got this made the day I was going to that Nuggets game because the DHgate jersey wasn't here yet. I spent an obscene amount of money on this thing. Like, oh yeah, obscene amount of money. I actually forget the exact price, but it was obscene. And I met Dario at the game and I said, I got this made today. I like didn't explain the story or anything. I was just like, I got this made today, and he laughed. So that's really funny. But that's the last jersey I have to show you guys. And the rest of the stuff is just, it's shirts. There's a shirt category and then random like other trinkets. Next shirt I have, this is a special edition from Cookies Hoops, which they do a lot of Knicks stuff and they do a lot of Sixers stuff. I think they're mostly Knicks though, but for a while they did like a Sixers thing. So they did this crossover, which is Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid as the cover of that one Sonic Youth album that I forget the name of, but I promise I do actually listen to them. Just forget the name of the album. I think it's really cool. It has a quote from Joel that says, "I like kicking people's ass and literally be in their faces, letting them know that they suck, they are trash." I wear this all the time. This is like literally one of my prized possessions. And then the back is like track list, but it's all the players' names in the process. Dario is on there. That's kind of part of why I bought this. Just realized this shirt has a hole in it in the front. Boo. I've had this for years. But anyway, there's the back. That's Al Horford, I think, and Tobias Harris? I think it's Al Horford, Tobias Harris, and Joel. Or maybe that's Mike Scott. I don't know who that is. I know Al Horford's there. We see 42. But the players listed are Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Covington, which is just Robert Covington, I guess, Nerlens Noel, Dario Šarić, and then second team, Jeremy Grant, Rashawn Holmes, Tony Roten, TJ McConnell, Vasilije Micic. Sorry, I have seen that name a million times. I never heard it. My camera's about to die again. Tango is here. Tango! Sorry, this video is so random. Here's my cat, here's Tango and Meow. But somebody put the certified lover boy like Drake hairline on this one, and they chose that to put it in. Like it was just a bunch of pictures I had on my phone. Shout out TikTok shop, honestly, for this one. Like I'm not a big supporter of like this dropship kind of culture, but this is a quality shirt. I wear it to sleep all the time. I wore it to a Mystics game, you know. This is actually probably my favorite of the t-shirts that I have. I got this on Depop. It's just a shirt that has all of the old, I think as of like 2004. Oh, the brand is Unk, by the way. I love this shirt. I wear it all the time. It's just so cool. The rainbow, like this is just the most Let's Go 2000 item that could ever exist, I think. I love this guy. I wear it all the time. It's just straight up one of the shirts of all time. This is from the Washington Wizards style showcase in 2023 that I went to. It's like a lip magnet, so I literally never wear it, but this is the back. It's like by a local artist, I think. There's literally no signature or anything. It says Wizards for the district, but no idea who made this. If you made this, let me know. There isn't no, it says Wizards. This might be AI generated. Like, we don't know. I don't think it's AI though. We don't know who made this, but the fashion show was very fun. That was so ridiculous. I need to go to something like that again. I don't live in DC anymore. I wish I did, but no, I don't wish I did. What I meant was I don't live in DC anymore, but I wish the teams around here would do more events like this. I know the Nets did like a park practice, which was also on Cam Thomas's birthday, I think. And that was a whole thing. I didn't go to that. It was too like out of the way for me, but I need both the New York teams to start doing random stuff like that, because that fashion show was actually one of the silliest nights of my entire life. It was so ridiculous. Next up we have this one, this is another Dario related item. This was actually given to me for free in 2021. This Phoenix, yeah, it's on the back. It's called PHX fans. They sent this to me. It was supposed to be like a social app for Suns fans, and I don't know what happened because it eventually, I think, turned into a subscription service where they send you a Suns themed hat every month. Not exactly sure what happened to them, but they sent me this for free. I don't know why. Actually, I do not remember what the circumstances were, but I remember I think I was like 18 or 19 when they sent me this, and I was living in like my first apartment, and I felt so cool. I was like, I've never gotten like a PR package before. And honestly, I don't think anyone's ever sent me anything for free after this. Like, I don't think I've gotten another like free goodie like this, but I love this thing. I wear this thing to sleep all the time. It's so ridiculous. It's yes. What is it? It's Super Dario Ballers basketball system Phoenix. It's cute. I don't know. I wear it often. And then next up, we got this I found at a Burlington Coat Factory. They're not called Burlington Coat Factory anymore, but I just like how they rolled off the tongue, okay? Burlington Coat Factory. Again, another literal lint trap that I just never wear besides like to sleep. But it's the Giannis, I have to read exactly what it says. It's the Trianta Tessera, 34, Adedecumpo. I can read Greek. That's me flexing. Okay. Trianta Tessera, okay? And on the back, this is why I bought this. Is on the back, it says stay freaky. It's hard to read it, but it's like stay freaky. It's ridiculous. I call it the stay freaky. Like, yeah, I got the stay freaky on today. Like, it's so unserious. I love it so much. That's the stay freaky. What else we got? another serious lint trap. We need to do something about how we make t-shirts nowadays, I fear, because lint trap city. But this my parents got me this for Christmas this year. So stupid. But I think it means a lot just because I used to not really open up about my special interests at all, and it was always just something I kept kind of locked down. But they got me this. Just I didn't even ask or anything, and I never really talk about Dario or about basketball. It means a lot. I don't really wear it that often, but every once in a while I'll be like, yeah, just unserious. I have like 2 shirts in this genre now. Like, I don't know where they keep coming from. Because I do know where they keep coming from. I don't know where they got that one, but the other one was TikTok shop. So I think this is the final item in the shirt category, which isn't actually NBA, but it's one of my favorite shirts ever that I own. This is the and one, Were You Guarding Me? I need more of these. I saw a post that was like all of the different silly and one slogan t-shirts with a little guy on them that's saying stuff. I need all of them. I'm gonna go on Depop and look around, honestly, because like this one isn't mean enough. I was hanging out with my friend Patrick and like we were looking at them and I was like, there's one that I need but I can't remember it. I literally scrolled through the entire post. It's the one that says div and go, give up the game and go home. And I need that in my life. I will wear that every day. I think there's another, it's like go to church and pray you don't guard me. I need more of those, basically, is what I'm saying. What else? What's the next category? What's the next category? I feel like the next category is trinket. This might be the final category, guys. It's taken me like 4 hours to film this just because my camera kept dying. That was a spoiler, but these are the little NBA mascots that used to come in Kinder eggs for a while in like 2023 or so. I have a couple other ones. I have Stuff the Magic Dragon and the Clippers bird. I don't know where the Clippers bird is, so I'm really sorry about that, but I did recently find Stuff the Magic Dragon. Here he is. Yeah, I had the Clippers condor. Franklin was the first one I got, which I'm so happy about because she's literally my favorite mascot in the entire world. I love Franklin the dog, and in my mind, Franklin the dog is a girl. So don't go correct me in the comments and be like, actually, Franklin's a boy. No, that's a girl to me. She's literally a girl. You can't tell me otherwise, actually. I'm gonna go put them back where they were, which was on top of my desk. Oh, I have another Funko Pop up here. I have a Joel Embiid Funko Pop. Here he is. I love a trinket. What can I say? I love a trinket. I love a Joel Embiid Funko Pop. He's so cute. I would like to put him in my pocket and feed him M&Ms, but you know, wouldn't we all? We have more trinkets to share. This is actually the final trinket. Yeah, because I showed you Jerry West. I showed you the Giannis Funko Pop, so you can see it. This is the final. It's not even a trinket, but it's beautiful. Julius Randle flag. I bought this at the NBA store a couple weeks ago. It was $5 on clearance. Nothing else to say about this. I do need to put it up somewhere. I was thinking maybe on like this side of the shelf, just so you guys can see it in the videos, or maybe on the other side of the wall where I do like when I'm streaming at my desk and whatever, but Julius Randle, it's so ridiculous. I love it. I'm like, why were you selling this in the first place? But they had a Luka one too, so they, at the NBA store where they have like weird stuff like this, they sell it based on how good the player or the team is, like they price it that way. So even though Luka had been traded, it was still $10 as opposed to the $5 Julius Randle flag, which I find really interesting. And they price the jerseys accordingly too, in my experience. So that's really odd. And by pricing the jerseys, I mean like the ones that you find on the rack, not like the custom one that I made. Even if like a player has been traded, if they were good enough, their jersey doesn't go on like super mega clearance immediately. It's still like $70. Interesting, right? I don't know. I need to look into that more. But Julius Randle flag. Very beautiful, very powerful. I need to put it up somewhere. This video is a mess, guys. Like, but I told you guys, like, well, I didn't say this to like everybody, but I said on my Patreon, the next thing that I post on YouTube is going to be some throw this on while you're doing chores slop. And I think this video might have been that. I don't know. It's like, I usually do things that like have a little bit more of a story or a substance. These past couple of videos are not really exactly what I want my channel to be, but I'm still trying to find my flow, if you catch my drift. So I've been having a ridiculous time here with you guys today. For the past 4 hours, what is it? It's now, I started filming this at like 3:30 or 4. It's literally 8 o'clock now, I think. I need to go eat dinner or something. It didn't take me that long to film, I promise. I was struggling with my intro, and then my camera died a bunch of times. I have books. That's a category I could do. This isn't NBA, this is just basketball, but this book changed the game for me. You can't find it anywhere. I'm thinking of scanning it and digitizing it. But it's basically a book from 1991 that I found at a secondhand bookstore when I lived in DC. And it's by Michael Moran. And it's about pickup basketball culture in Austin, Texas in the 80s and early 90s, I guess. literally fascinating. It's kind of like some of the language is outdated for 2025 standards, but like for the time, so good. It's so interesting. I don't know. It's just like just a very interesting look into a subculture in a time period where like I wasn't there. There's some NBA discussion. But yeah, no, they have like a, look at this. It says, guys say, get in there, ho. Come on, bitch, drop. Exhorting the feminized ball, their recalcitrant partner to work with them. Interesting. I don't know. It's just an interesting look. I don't know. It's not basketball, but no, hold on. It's not NBA, but it is basketball. And it's, I can't find this anywhere online. Can't find the author. He might be dead. I was thinking of digitizing it and putting it somewhere just because like, I think it's a good thing to have like ethnographically. This is kind of a holy grail for me for some reason. I don't know why. You're probably gonna read it and be like, okay, let's go. Like, you're a strange critter, but I think it's really interesting. Not saying I agree with everything he says in there, but I do think it's an interesting book. And then a couple other like NBA related books, basketball and other things, of course, because everybody owns this. Found it somewhere years ago and I was like, I need this. I found it, well, literally Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. So it was either from a Barnes & Noble or secondhand from somewhere that got it from a Barnes & Noble. I don't know. Why is it signed? It's signed. Okay, I don't know. Barnes & Noble, no, I did not get this from a Barnes & Noble. Exclusive edition with basketball cards there aren't cards in this. Oh, well, they're at the back. Okay. I'm confused. I don't know how I never noticed either of those things before when like, this is just something I've always like flipped through kind of to be like, oh, coffee table. But it is really good. The next one is one that I've actually looked at more, which is The Joy of Basketball. It's so pretty. I literally saw this somewhere and was like, I need this in my life. Made my dad get it for me for Christmas a few years ago. Just so beautiful. It's so pretty. I saw Andre Iguodala go by because I love a coffee table book. I don't even have I have a coffee table, but I have roommates, so it's like, here's Andre Iguodala. Look at that. He was my first ever favorite NBA player, by the way. So there's that one, and then this other one I bought pretty recently because I had to write about it for class. Which the cover's squishy. Isn't that so sick? Fly, the Book of Basketball Fashion by Mitchell S. Jackson, winner of the Pulitzer Prize, mind you. Yeah, it's literally like, it's so pink. It's straight up just like about basketball fashion and stuff. And I have to write about it for a photography class. Or not a photography class, but a class about analyzing photography, which is really interesting and something I wouldn't have taken a class on. But that was my only option this semester. And it's actually really interesting. So if you ever get stuck in a class you don't want to be in, think about it because maybe you'll like it. But look at this. Wow. Like, I don't know. It's just, the whole book, I wish it had more women. It doesn't really have women's stuff in it at all, actually. I wish it did. But like, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. We got, come on. We got Kevin Durant in whatever the hell this is. Like, I said on TikTok earlier, there was this picture of Karl Anthony Towns like at his first All-Star weekend in like 2017 or 18 or whatever. And he was just wearing this outfit that was so garbons. It was the ugliest outfit I've ever seen in my life, maybe. And I was like, trend cycles terrify me because like, what do you mean that's going to come back? And that's how I feel about that picture of Kevin Durant that I just showed you. Because what do you mean that's eventually going to come back? But this book is so coffee table. It lives like on the table where all my stuff is right now that you can't see. What else do we have though? What else do we have? I know I have more. I know there's more to show you guys. My friend Remy worked for Slam for a while and she gave me this. It's so cool. It's like Caitlin Clark and like the Olympics. It's so sick. Look at that. I saw a billboard for these John Morant shoes in Brooklyn and I literally stared at it. It was like that meme where it's like first time seeing Cinderella's castle since the pandemic or whatever, like the Disney World meme. Look at that though. I just like collecting interesting basketball things. Like, there's a poster in here that I'm never gonna put up because I hate ripping posters out of magazines. But come on, we got women's on one side and then men's on the other side, which I would hate like putting up one side and not the other. That's the issue with these magazine things too. Because also this Curry shot is beautiful, but also Kalea Copper. So like, I would not be able to pick. But also it would be Kalea Copper. I fear, if I had to put up one side or the other. Literally so beautiful. I don't know. I just love collecting things. Well, like, I feel like I have more, but I don't know if I do. I think that might be it. It's the wall. It's the wall. Everything's on the wall. If you're interested in the wall tour, let me know, because there is a lot of stuff on here that is not basketball related that I would like to talk about, and it's also a work in progress and probably always will be. I have a goal of like covering the entire span of my room. But yeah, if you'd be interested in the wall tour, let me know. I think my next few videos are gonna have more substance than these past few, but I'm just working on trying to find my flow and getting used to being in front of a camera in this way. Let me know what your favorite item of the video was, and if it's not Jerry West Beanie Baby, I'm gonna find you. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm super excited to bring you guys more stuff like this, and also more stuff that is totally not like this, like that NBA Jam video I'm working on that I'm super excited about. If you want to follow me elsewhere, there'll be links in the description, and also I am Lisco_2000 basically everywhere. Come here. Yeah, if you'd like to see more of me, I'm Lisco_2000 basically everywhere. This is Tango. He does not want to be part of my video. But yeah, thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers who you're gonna see going down the screen. And if you'd like to join them, it's $1 a month to be in the credits of my videos and also have access to a bunch of other really cool goodies and like a group chat with me in it and Tango pictures. I'm always putting Tango pictures in there. So get in there. It's real fun. Subscribe if you'd like. I'd appreciate it. Tango appreciates it. Tango says subscribe. He really does not want to be in this video. Tango says subscribe. I say subscribe. Remember to always be kind, and I'll see you next time.